to do some search on the Code of Federal Regulations, CFR, and the Federal Register, which is the FR, you can use Nexis Uni. So the first thing you could probably do is once you're logged in here, if you know a certain like the citation for the Federal Register, let's start with that. For example, like this, you can just do a basic search right here. You don't have to do anything advanced. You could do that, and then you'll be right to the Federal Register. Notice that this is the very specific version. It gives you a pathway of how you got there. So if you click on the Federal Register, this here, you'll get to the another page that shows you how it's organized as Nexis Uni. So as expected, the Federal Register is organized chronologically. So it's each state, and then you can go into each state and see the notices, proposed rules, rules of regulation, and then this is what we searched for. Yeah, these are all the layers it is embedded in. Let's go back to the home page. Okay, suppose you don't really know that, but you want to figure it out. So let's go to advanced search, and go to legal. That gives you it gives you four options. If you know what you're specifically looking for, then you can go ahead and do that, and then do the search. But regardless, it's the same procedure. If you click register, you'll still have to do this. But you don't have to. As expected, these registers will give you the federal registers, the specific state register, and other such matters. The administrative codes that's what's gonna give you, and these are pretty general as well. Okay, suppose I wanna find this federal register, and I know this has to do something with expansion or export and military end user, perhaps. So I could just go down. It's again illegal. You go down. These are some different options. You could do or and not to exclude some stuff or add some stuff, but let's just do and. So let's just do export, expansion or export, and military end user. You can also add more terms if you want, but you don't have to. You can add a date. I'm not gonna choose to, but. And now this is the important part. If you're just leaving as general, you don't click this, you should put this here. You should also put it later on, but this is one way to. This is in the Federal Register. So you click the Federal Register. Notice there is a Code of Federal Regulations, but we're not gonna worry about that right now. But you could do the same way. It's the same process. I did that, and look, this is the exact same thing. And the first one, and the same citation that we had before, and the same like the process. Again, this is gonna take you in a different like how you got to this specific document. Yeah, that's what you do with Federal Register. You can do that for any, and just work your way backward. There's a lot of filters within the results that you can use to narrow further down, but that's the general method. If you want to use the other one, the Code of Federal Regulations, CFR, you could do it's essentially the same manner. You could do export. I'm just gonna put in one thing. I'm not looking for anything specific. But in this, that's a notable aspect. You can click here as well, but like administrative codes, but you don't have to. I'm just gonna do Code of Federal Regulations right here. The CFR. You click that. You can click search. You can add more features, dates, and stuff like that. But yeah, this is in the administrative codes version, as it is a code. You see all the results. You can also search within results, as I said, and other sites, and you can also sort by document title, relevance, and this list view is a nice way of seeing it, a very narrow, clean way of looking at it, the titles. So let's just click on this random one. Again, this gives you a whole pathway of how you got here. The table of contents is here as well, but if you click on the Code of Federal Regulations in the beginning, you will see this whole thing. This shows you again that, as expected, the Code of Federal Regulations is topically organized. You have a lot of titles like highways, federal elections, energy, internal revenues, where that came in my particular search or the particular thing I found. But you can also look through here if you really want, and do. Yeah, this shows you how exactly you got it. You can also search terms here within the Code of Federal Regulations as well, and it will give you more stuff. Let's see if there's anything fireworks. Yeah, obviously these are the words are highlighted again. Yeah, and then you can do this, and you can go through really anything you want. But again, to show you how it's structured, it's gonna be here. So fireworks are alcohol, tobacco products, and firearms, and yeah, stuff like that. So that's how the basic structure of how you would use Nexis Uni to handle that stuff. Thank you very much.